What a shitty day to be out for a walk, eh? Well, hey guys, Alex here in the northern end of the old city of Toronto. Just got a Nova Bus LFS 8805 on Route 74, Mount Pleasant. Yeah, we're here in one of the city's most affluent areas, even though it's nothing like Forest Hill, but the homes here are rather beautiful, but also expensive. And yeah, we are here just off of Lawrence Avenue East, just a block or two east of Yonge Street. And thought I'd film a little walking video here along Mount Pleasant Road, since it's been a while since I've done that. The last time I did a walking video along here was, okay, not specifically here, but on the street in general, was nearly 10 months ago when I walked through Mount Pleasant Village between Eglinton and St. Clair. So this time, I'm going to be heading south down to Eglinton. And as I just mentioned, it's a shitty day outside. I don't understand why the past few days haven't been so good. No way to start the new year. I mean, yes, it was nice, but what's with all this freaking rain and precipitation and all that shit? No thanks. But that ain't stopping me from going out. Though, feels like my throat's been on and on hurting. I don't feel sick or anything, but sometimes it hurts, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep going with the flow. I feel like I'm running out of walking videos, and now guess what? I think the walking video I'm gonna post tonight is literally gonna be the one from last week, so I'm starting to run out of it. So I wanna like crank up on more walking videos before I head back to school. And maybe I'll try and do at least one or two a week. So like not every day, but like once or twice a week. And Mount Pleasant Road goes uphill and downhill at times, so it was just on, as I just mentioned, it was on Route 74. I filmed the ride video on the entire route from St. Clair Station to Doncliffe Loop at the very northern end of Mount Pleasant Road. There is a little bit of commercial activity just north of Eglinton, so we'll be passing by it. I'm not sure what neighborhood we're in right now, nor I don't care. No, this might be the Yonge and Lawrence neighborhood, since as I just mentioned, Yonge Street is just a block west of here. Or more like a block or two. And it's same temperature as yesterday, 4 Celsius. And I'm glad I'm not wearing my Nike shoes. I'm wearing the Saucony ones I had for 3 years and it's run down. Hell no, I don't want to wear the Nike shoes on this type of weather. It's already dirty anyways. I need some cleaning. So it's pretty much going to be raining all day today. I mean, luckily it's very light, otherwise I wouldn't be filming this walking video. And I think this is the 4th one I'm filming this year, because yesterday I went to Etobicoke, filmed the walking video in Islington, and then I made the last minute decision to go to Chinatown and then one along Spadina. And forgot to mention today's date. It is Tuesday, January the 3rd, 2023. As I just mentioned, I gotta get used to saying that so far I haven't messed it up and said 2022 instead. So this walking video should hopefully be about around 25 minutes. Yep. Here's the street sign. I'm not gonna zoom in all the way, because you know, every time I zoom out it says system error, which is pretty annoying. And with all this light rain, hopefully it doesn't interfere with the lens as we're crossing St. Leonard's Avenue, or St. Leonard's, whichever one you like to call it. Again, very nice homes area. Unless this is the Blythewood Park district. Could be wrong. I'm not really too familiar with this area, but either way, we are in Midtown Toronto, so and I go back to school next week. So there's not much time left. I'm going to crank out more videos, or at least filming, and then hopefully I'll have another backlog of them as I go back to school, and I'll try my best to film at least 2 times a week. I still have many TTC routes in mind to film, as well as like on my way and YRT. I want to make a trip back to York region at some point, because I want to ride one of their older New Flyer D40 LFs before they're gone. At least the ones from 2004. Dulles Avenue sounds a bit Indian. I think after this, I'm gonna head over to Yonge and Lawrence, film a ride on the very short 124 route to Sunnybrook Hospital, which is just around the corner from here. Or actually, probably like if you head down Blythewood Avenue, which should be coming up soon, probably the next streetlights. And then I'll film a walking video along Bayview Avenue, which I haven't done since over a year ago. There's Glengowan Road. What the announcement sounds if it said next stop McCowan Road. It sounded like it said next stop McCowan Road, because look how similar this is. Glengowan. It just said next stop Glengowan Road. Well, it's Glengowan Road. Don't get it confused with frickin' McCowan Road over in Scarborough. Anyway. We're heading over this bridge here. Over the Burke Brook. Never heard of that. Nice looking backyards. Even this area has a little bit of nature to it as well, because I think this brook here leads out to just behind Sunnybrook Hospital, and of course to Sunnybrook Park. Look, there's a hiking trail. Yes, I've never been in here on foot. I get around Toronto a lot on my own, even to the very unfamiliar or widespread areas that are not highly accessible by public transit. Again, I hope I'm not getting sick. Because if I really had a freaking pain in the ass sore throat, then I would not be out filming this. Hell, maybe I might have had COVID, who knows? Well, I think they should take down the sign now, because they just reopened the intersection of Mount Pleasant and Eglinton. I think construction is just about wrapping up at one of the intersections where the LRT stations are going to be. So I'll show you what I mean when we reach Eglinton, where this video will come to an end. But as we're going up and downhill, who knows when we'll reach Eglinton. And also, we're passing by my dad's old high school, which is Northern Secondary School. He went there in the 80s. Had probably the best times of his life there. There's Blythewood Road. Eventually you get onto Bayview to the east, and you'll find yourself at Sunnybrook Hospital. See, look, there's a sign directing to the hospital. Last time I was at Sunnybrook was over 3.5 years ago, when a family member of mine was getting surgery done. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to stay on this side of the street. These reminds me of the homes that you would see like near my area in Forest Hill. Yeah, so I'm wearing a spring jacket because it's not warm outside. Though I have a feeling it's going to be like 14, 15 this week. I don't know. I got my bag on because I'm going to spend the night over in my old area of Keelsdale, Eglinton West, which is all the way in York, knee deep into York. There's Sherwood Avenue. I'm gonna see if I can meet up with one of my friends this week, although I highly doubt that's gonna happen. You know, people get busy, so. We will be passing some low-rise apartments soon. Correct Travel, must be a travel insurance company here that's privately owned. Hey, look, you got a little office in there. And here comes another bus. So, fun fact, the 74A is actually temporary. And it's temporary because of the Eglinton LRT construction. So before this all happened, the 74A only went as far north of Eglinton. 103 Mount Pleasant Road North took over at from Yonge and Eglinton all the way up. But the 103 route is temporarily discontinued and has been for a while, because as I just mentioned, the construction along Eglinton. So when Line 5 is complete, Route 103 will be reintroduced. Honestly, I honestly prefer seeing the 74 just like overlapping both sections. I think to me it makes a lot more sense. But also outlined in the 2022 service annual service plan and their Line 5 bus route proposals, Route 74 will be a short-ass one, running only between St. Clair and Eglinton Station. So residents living along Mount Pleasant Road will have a direct connection to Line 5, and then 103 Mount Pleasant Road will of course be as it was before the construction. And here's Sherwood Avenue. In fact, Sherwood Park is down the street from here, which I've only been to once. I should be wearing my gloves. I mean, it's not like in the minus zones out there, but might as well be. Well, you think it is because, you know, it should be very cold. It's like, or it's still the beginning of winter though, but look at them apples. Might be a good thumbnail opportunity around here. Look at that beautiful looking design, even though it's typically 2010s generic. Whoa. Looks like he was just about to cut into that wreck car there. I think I see the little low-rise apartments around Eglinton and Mount Pleasant Road. So I think from Eglinton, I can either walk to Eglinton Station, or I'll just hop on any of the buses that travel along Eglinton. And then I'll take the subway, only one stop up to Lawrence, and then I'll film a ride on Route 124, and then a walking video along Bayview Avenue. The time is now 2:23. Don't think we expect to go uphill or downhill anymore. And here's Erskine Avenue coming up. If it just means that we might be at least half a kilometer away. Yeah, I just saw a bus. That's Eglinton coming up. That was fast. You know, yesterday when I went to Kipling Station, I wanted to see if I could ride the Novas that recently started running on the 900 route with the new wrap. But I was only going to do that if the Orions were still running. At the time I went there wasn't, but when I went home there was, so I'm just going to be playing it by ear. I can do this any time, but will it be possible? That's a good question. I could do that like after I finish everything, but that was rather close to that Mercedes. Did he use his signal? I don't think he did. I'll have to replay the video and see. Some townhouses here. And coming up is where my dad went to high school. There's a little bit of commercial activity, very, very small here. Look, Broadway Cleaners, Hair Attitudes. Look at guys revving engine, kind of loud. Wow, turn it down, man, Jesus. Man, some drivers have no respect when it comes to noise. No freaking respect. And here's Broadway Avenue. Ain't gonna be crossing over unless I can find unless the bus stop is on the other side of the street. Where can I find it? 54. I think I'm going to stay here on this side and just walk to the next block. I mean, they just opened up the intersection. You think they would have just relocated the stops to their original locations, you know? Anyway, here it is. My dad says he had the best times of his life there at Northern. I think he volunteered there. He's working at the arts department. I think my aunt went there as well. However, she graduated before him. I'm not going to say which years, but I can definitely tell you he went in the 1980s. And he's one of the last students to graduate from grade 13 here in Ontario. And back then was when, you know, life was, you know, simple. You know, my dad was living in Keelsdale, in what was the former city of York. He, of course, he took the 32 bus to Eglinton, and then he'd either walk or take Route 34, just a few stops here, and then just walk up north. Pretty much good memories for him. Here's Roehampton Avenue. Hey, Connecticut, Greenwich. I've never seen the Connecticut play here in Ontario. Oh God, I just missed 2 buses, damn it. Oh, third one. Oh no, it's not in service. Oh, come on. You are joking me. So the bus stop is probably a block east of here. Again, they just reopened the intersection, so... Come on, change. Yeah, because last time I was here, where I was renting the bus, it was still a construction mess, but what a way to start the new year. Because pretty much almost all of the intersections, except for Yonge and Eglinton, they're all complete. What is all this crap here? The Roehampton Hotel. Yep, really glad they repaved the whole street here. Looks all brand new. But since I missed 3 buses in service, they're probably on the freaking 34, 54, and 56 routes. I'm left with no choice but to walk. I mean, Young Tree isn't that far anyway. I mean, I could just do that, but yeah, this is the inside of what will be Mount Pleasant. Oh, 34 buses here. Shit. Gotta run over to the next block. See if I can catch up here. What street is that? Oh, you think you could have added a stop right there? Alright. Should I just call it quits? Yeah. Alright, forget it. Fuck you, TTC. Just add a freaking stop right there next time. Come on. I'm gonna have to walk all the way here to freaking Red Path. Jesus, man. Oh well. Life is life. Oh, I do see everyone coming, but don't tell me it's out of service. Pissing me off now, jeez. Well, that was a short video, but gonna wait for the next one. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I'm waiting for the next one. So, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. That's why I hate the freaking TTC sometimes. You opened the freaking intersection. Why can't you add a freaking stop there? Then I maybe have to walk 2 freaking blocks to Red Path and Eglinton. What a fucking joke. And look, not in service bus. Wow, I'm in a pissy mood now already. All because the TTC can't seem to get their shit together. There's a big rant for you guys. Yeah, I'm walking there now. Anyway guys, sorry about that, but sometimes, man, you gotta vent. Man, it's gonna make me sick now. Anyway, thanks for watching, and all the best. Stay safe, and happy New Year, and enjoy it. Don't take any bullshit from you. Otherwise, you're an asshole. So, whew. Anyway, take care. Adios. Bye bye.